Hello, I am in Brighton. I'm at the YHA. I've got this beautiful room. I mean, shared dormitory, but incredible place. I've just been to the beach for a swim. I wanted to get it on video, but I just wanted to enjoy it as well. It was so nice. I've got the talk, Professor Brian Cox at the Brighton Centre. I'm going there in like 20 minutes. I'm gonna get changed, and I've got a new notebook to take notes for it, so I'm super excited. I can't wait. Yeah, welcome to Olivia Sanctuary as ever. So glad to have you here. We are gonna get into some big talks because I'm sure my mind is going to be blown, and I'm going to have a million things to talk about, which I'm going to talk about tomorrow at sunrise at the beach. Tonight I'm just going to enjoy myself. But this is the introductory video. Lovely to see you. See you soon. Goodbye.
Show will commence in 20 minutes, and please begin to make your way to the auditorium to health and safety, hot tea and hot biscuits.
Good morning, it is 6:10 a.m. I've got up, I'm heading to the beach for sunrise. Look at this. You know what, I really want to live near the sea. I have an affinity with water in general. Maybe it's because I'm an Aquarius and I'm a water bearer, who knows. Oh, I was at the talk last night, the Brian Cox talk. It was mind-blowing. Like, I don't know how to put it into words fully. It was mind-blowing, so that's what we're here to talk about. Oh wow, oh, this is gorgeous, look at this. This is what we're here for, guys. So the Brian Cox talk, the visuals, the music, I was crying my eyes out. Oh, this is too good. Oh, I'm so happy right now. As if I didn't love life so much already. That's this. I'm getting in. I was thinking last night about how okay, so there was a theory that everything is deterministic, which essentially means that everything is already set out, and no matter what happens, nothing can change that determined outcome. But then I was thinking, well, maybe is it so that the universe is set out in such a way that everything is already decided, but we then make decisions that are prompted by the universe. So then it makes us think that we are making free choices, free will, but actually nothing is free will, and the relationship between us and our realities is actually built on quantum mechanics. So the quantum mechanical law is that you can have a particle and it can split, and he describes it like a coin, like a heads and tails coin. So you've got this split particle, on one side there's heads, one side there's tails, and it doesn't matter how far away you take those particles and you flip the coin, one is always going to be heads and one is always going to be tails. It doesn't matter, one could be on Earth, one could be at the other side of the universe. They're always going to be heads and tails, which then made me think about balance and how we require balance, and that it doesn't matter what happens, there's always a balance, and that's why we have That's why we have the opposite of everything, but then the opposite of everything is that not the same as, because it exists on the same field. For instance, black does not exist without white, white does not exist without black. And it's funny because he was showing a diagram of the infinite universe. It's like a diamond with these warped lines, but it's actually like flat. That's how he explained it anyway. And then in addition to that was the black hole, which adds on in a triangular shape, and at the top is singularity. And singularity is the line that when you get to, it's essentially the end of time. It's where time just stops. So then there was this guy, this scientist from years ago. He had this theory about, so this is the infinite universe on this scale thing. And then, hi! Oh, this seagull just here. Are you gonna come in with me? Come on then. Hello. Hi. Hey. So anyway, yeah. He had this theory about this infinite universe, that it's not just this one infinite universe like this, like it kind of goes like that, and he had this theory that it is infinitely infinite. So what would happen is you multiply it, it gets mirrored, and then the top half is a black hole and the bottom half is what he said is a white hole. So then I was like, oh my god, it totally makes sense. Everything is that or the other. It's the same way you're happy or sad, but each complement each other fully, because you cannot have one without the other. And at this point I'm not even listening to what he's saying because my brain's going wild. And then I was like thinking, well, doesn't that make life exactly perfect in every way, shape or form? Because when you recognize that there's a law that exists, that nothing can exist without the latter, then surely everything that happens in complete harmony, which makes everything perfect. And I've already had this discussion with myself over the last couple of months. I've been getting deep into it. Meditation has been taking me to places I didn't know were possible. I've discovered things about myself. Are you listening to me? So cute. I don't have any food for you, I'm sorry. Because that's what you think, isn't it? Or you just enjoying listening to me talking. So yeah, this harmonistic view that I have of everything brings me so much peace and brilliance. And all I could think was, get up at sunrise, go to the beach, have a chat, go in the water, look at the sky. The sky right now is wow. I'm speechless, honestly. I've got this little guy here, this beautiful little seagull here, and we are one. We exist from the same place. Everything comes from the same place. The ground beneath our feet, the water in the ocean. Just got me thinking about how maybe we are the intelligence that the universe needed to realize, and so it was completely inevitable that we were going to exist. And then I thought about the penny and the two sides and the heads and tails, and thought, well, isn't that the same with life and death, and existence and non-existence? Maybe what can only exist at one time is life or no life. So then, is it possible that we are the only life that exists in the universe, because the universe is realizing us through it, and we are the intelligence that it needed? So like, he talks about how the universe isn't actually beautiful unless it's seen through the eyes and realized with the mind. There's many forms of life on the earth, but we are the highest form of intelligence, in that we are conscious, we can see ourselves, and we can think about ourselves, and we can come up with ideas and imagine things that other animals simply cannot. And although animals can do incredible things, they can communicate with each other in ways that we can't, and they can see things differently. And Oh, I love this seagull. You are so adorable. You are so gorgeous. Hello. Yeah, I just mind blown as ever. Loving life. So that was my experience from the Brighton Centre. It was incredible. I made friends with the people sat next to me. A patch. I got a limited edition patch and a programme, and I can't explain how great everything is right now. Also, before I forget, some of the visuals in regards to the black hole, which again, black holes, I can't even remember the amount of information that I got on them, but that blew my mind as well, because essentially a black hole is like a time stopper and a time warp. And so a lot of the visuals were from Interstellar, and he said that is, you know, the most accurate representation of science and space as a whole. It's also incredible. I watched that on the eve of my birthday this year, and I think that started my brain off. It really kick-started my brain and being like, oh my god. I already thought quite deeply about things, but not half as deeply as I think about them now. In fact, my whole life is consumed by thinking about the universe and existence, because I truly cannot express enough how much faith I now have in everything as a whole, because I mean the only reason we exist is because the universe exists. And you know, we talk about the universe being intelligent. It's as intelligent as we can comprehend, and we are the intelligent beings that the universe has created. It also makes me think so deeply about religion, like I've said in another video. Spirituality, I think, is the recognition of self as the connection between life and quantum intelligence, right? Like, it's so hard to explain. I was too busy thinking about everything else, like everything I've just been talking about here. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna think more and more about what it is to really live, and what it, I mean, it's so simple. Like the issue that I have with how people think about it is they complicate everything, and realistically it's so simple in that the universe was created, okay, albeit with complexity. However, it's so simple that we do exist and we do live. So when we think about how everything came about, isn't it more reassuring and satisfying to just be an acceptance of it and marvel at it and be thankful of it, rather than let it complicate and confuse your mind? Because realistically, the more appreciation you have of it, the more you can feel that you are one with it. That's the only thing that's what I'm gonna end on. The more appreciation you have for where you come from, for what we are, for how we've been created, and that, you know, this body, this vessel is simply just a tool for us to realize the intelligence of the universe. What is in our brains is what matches the universal intelligence. We are just so lucky that the universe has created actual physical life forms that is where it's able to sort of pump its intelligence into us through quantum mechanics and vibrational frequencies of consciousness. Okay. Thank you so much for coming to Olivia's Sanctuary. Have an incredible day. Have an incredible life. I hope I haven't confused you too much. And